Hey, what is going on, guys? The Heart Pirates TCG here, and I'm bringing you it's a casual match, but we treated it like it was a real tournament. This is actually going to be Law versus Whitebeard. I guess you can tell by the title of this video. I have some custom Dawn, that is, custom Law Dawn, and I have a custom Law Leader. I actually forgot I had it until I was looking at my, through my deck boxes a few days ago. And I already have the Law tattoo, so I figured I had to do this. I had to play this deck, and I had to make it my deck for set 2, especially because I didn't really like any of the other decks from set 2, except for maybe Z, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem all that fun to me anymore. So Law is going to be my deck, and I already have literally the Heart Pirates TCG YouTube channel, so we were kind of born to play this game. Now, I lost the dice roll, so I am gonna go first, because like I said, Whitebeard literally just wants to go first, right? So so here's my thing, right? I have a Bonnie in my hand, but I actually play Capone, and the reason I do that is because I actually want to play around what is it called? A Seaquake. I want to play around that because he could play Moby Dick here, right? Or he could, just wait until next turn and play Seaquake, and then I'd just lose my Nami for free, or my Bonnie for free. I want to at least make it a one of. So I play Bonnie, I search for the Law, and that's literally what you're searching for. I rearranged a couple cards in my deck just in case I do end up going all the way back and cycling through the entire deck. But you want to find that Law, you want to do some Law shenanigans, shambling and whatnot. Then I play another Bonnie. Guys, if I remember correctly, I drew a ton of Bonnies and everything was just clunking and clogging in my hand this game. We played, God, I think we played like 4 or 5 games, but this is actually the best one that we played. So I wanted to record this one because it was a ton of fun and it was a really close nail biter. This is my friend Alessandro, who's also a Patreon of mine. He is a member of the Navy Admirals. While I'm talking about my Patreons, I want to go ahead and shout out my Patreon. Starting at, obviously, at the top, we have our King of the Pirates, Mr. David, and then we have Alessandro, like I said, as a Navy Admiral. Then we have Alan B. and Aware Rob as 2 members of the Worst Generation. So he swings for 7 at my leader. I go ahead and block that with Capone, and then I use Bonnie's effect now that I have 5 Dawn, and I search a Capone. I use Bonnie's effect again to dig up something. What am I looking for here? I dig up a Hawkins. I'm playing the, this is the restand, or not the restand. This is like a sort of like restand package, sort of like big Law package. It's kind of, I'm playing it I'm playing a lot of interesting cards. I ended up going 4-1 in this tournament that I was playing it tonight. I play another Bonnie and I tap Bonnie. I went 4-1. I searched out a Jet Pistol, which I think I'm going to cut from this deck entirely because it was just clogging in my hand. I did not like it. I went 4-1 in this tournament later tonight that we played. This is just our locals before the tournament. We were getting some practice in, and I played against Whitebeard, or I played against Zoro, and then I played against, I want to say Whitebeard. Played like Zoro, No, I played against Kaido. So I played against Zoro, Kaido, Whitebeard, Ivankov, Whitebeard. Is that 5? I believe that's 5. So yeah, I went 4-1 with this deck. It was a lot of fun. A lot of close matches though too, let me tell you. So let's see what he does here. He plays a Seaquake, kills one of my Namis, and then he swings at my other Nami, and then he plays a Kingdu. This Kingdu is going to be a 5-7 until Moby Dick comes on the field, and that will make it a 5-9. So I have, I believe, 8 Dawn left, most likely. What am I going to do with this Dawn here? Right, so obviously you want to get to 5 cards, but I was having trouble getting to 5 cards because all I had was a bunch of freaking Bonnies, and I needed to at least use them to get some value and some cards out. I searched for a Zoro here. I already have another Zoro in my hand, and the issue is, like, I was going to mulligan. Oh, never mind, that's where I got the second Zoro here. I pretty much whiff on it, on these Bonnies. I have so many searches and I'm just not getting the cards that I want. I have like, I think a Law, I have double Zoro, I have a Jet Pistol. I'm just not getting good cards here. I got a Tama right here, and then I go ahead and minus 2,000 to the Kingdu and I Jet Pistol it because I think I already had a Jet Pistol. I just had to get some of these cards out of my hand, guys. It was just, I look at my cards in my hand and none of them are useful. I have three cards on the field and probably both of them are going to die. At least one of them is going to die, this Bonnie. However, if he swings at my Bonnie, he's not swinging at my life, which will help me prolong the game. So that was kind of my thought process as to why I was using those Bonnies. I couldn't just like not use them because I had a lot of big bodies on my hand. I had like a Rush Luffy, I had Hawkins, I had Law, I had like a lot of big bodies that I just couldn't really use or take advantage of. So yeah, guys, it was a rough game for me, to say the least, but can I turn it around? Our Whitebeard player is inching closer and closer to defeat. He plays an ace who minuses 3,000 to the Bonnies, and now they're at negative 2,000 instead of 1,000. So he swings at both them. They both die. What a shocker that is. I think I'm officially at 8 Dawn now. Yeah, because he was at 7. He played that on curb. And I have 1 card on the field, guys. It's not going good for me. It's not going good for me in the slightest. I'm counting out my Dawn, wondering what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? I'm just going to play Law. I'm going to hard play Law, bounce the Otama back to my hand. I'm going to play Rush Zoro here. And I have 4 Dawn left, it looks like. Or maybe I'm at 9 Dawn now. I don't know. Why am I at... What is my Dawn count? I'm at 9 Dawn now, I believe. I play the Zoro. I think I don't even swing with it. I think I just like play 2 cards and pass, maybe? This is just such a weird position to be in. It was so weird to be in, guys. But I wanted to take some life this turn because I needed some extra cards in my hand that weren't completely dead. So I'm pretty sure I just leave all my characters untapped. I Dawn 1. I play Chopper. I Dawn 3. And I play Rush Zoro and I just pass. I'm like, I can't... I just need to take some life. I need to get some combo pieces. If all goes well, then I'll have something to kind of go forward, and I'll have a lot of swing potential next turn with some shambling shenanigans. So we'll see exactly how that works. Does that pay off for me? I'm not entirely sure. This deck is very weak, guys, to Vista and Seaquakes and all that. Unfortunately, Whitebeard plays usually like 4-2 or 4-3, so there's a lot of opportunity for my Bonnies and my Namis to not really get a whole lot of value. So it's really tough. It's really a tough game. Then he goes Squad, and he minuses 4,000 my Law, and then he Seaquakes my Law. Guys, this has not been a good game for old Heart Pirates TCG. I'm like, oh, take that life, bro, because Squad takes a life at the end of it. And he's like, oh yeah, I got you. Not trying to cheat me out of a win, buddy. I'm trying to get some dubs around here. So he takes that life. He's probably going to be at 0 life now at the end of this turn, unless he does anything crazy. Like if he plays, what is it called? You're a fool, but I still love you. That card where you don't take any life. It's like a 1 cost. Swing 6 at life. I go ahead and take it. I need some combo cards. Swing 7 at life. I take that one too. I need some combo cards. However, the cards that I drew are not going to help me out at all, guys. I drew like a starter deck Zoro, and yes, I know you guys are probably like, starter deck Zoro. Yes, that card is actually really good against Whitebeard, and it's incredibly powerful, and I like it. I like it as a 1-of. I was playing 2 in this tournament. I didn't like the 2. It kept clogging along with the Jet Pistol, so I decided to cut 4 cards from this deck and play a more Vista Nekomamushi type restand package. With this one, so I swing 6 at life. He counters out. I swing 6 at life. Does he counter out? He counters out with Kingdu. I'm just trying to get cards out of his hand, guys. I know the final battle is approaching soon. He has 1 blocker. I didn't think I could finish him off this game, especially because he had 2 Dawn up, and I need to establish my characters, because if I didn't kill him this turn, I auto lost the game. So I wanted to get cards out of his hand while also building my board. So I played an Otama, and I target the ace and put him at 5. And then I Dawn, looks like 5. I pick up what do I pick up here? I probably pick up, I don't remember. I pick up the Otama for the counter. And then I go ahead and play a starter deck Zoro to set up as for next turn. And then I use Law's effect to pick up the Zoro. And what do I play here? Do I have the Hawkins? Do I play the Hawkins? I play the other Law, pick up the other Zoro as counter or as rush potential, and then I play Otama, and then I minus 4,000 to the what is it called? The ace, and then I swing. Now, what I could have done. Oh, and then I get freaking Red Hawked. The chopper gets Red Hawked. I was gonna say, guys, what I could have done was just bounce the Zoro to play the Hawkins that I had. I don't know if I had Hawkins or not right now, but I could have bounced the Zoro to play the Hawkins I had, and that could have been really helpful. But I feel like I needed the extra blockers because I was gonna take a lot of damage. He had Squard, Atmos, and Whitebeard and Ace, and if he would have put all of his Dawn and swung, I don't think I could have countered out of that. So like this Law was these laws were deterrents to stop him from winning the game, but they were also potential swings. So in retrospect, it might have been better if I would have played the Law or the Hawkins, because you'll see at the end of this game what he had on the field. But the Law was not a bad pick. Plus, I didn't want him to be able to kill my Zoros for free, so I wanted to have them as just like pop goes the weasel, I'll shambles, put it back up, shambles, put it back up. So that's kind of that's kind of like my thought process behind that. What was I gonna say? So Whitebeard is a tough matchup for Law, right? And I'm trying to make it a less tough matchup for Law, but there's not really. You kind of have to treat Whitebeard with two. You have to treat his endgame with two turns to end the game, right? One is to bait out all of his counters in his hand, right? Like you have, or not his counters, his events. You have to get his radical beams off the field, and you have to get off out of his hand, and then you have to maybe get a blocker off the field, and then the second turn you have to get the blockers off the field, and then also hope he doesn't have a bunch of 2K counters. So he swings at my life, I take it. He swings 6 at life, and then I use Brook to counter out of it. I was trying to bait him into doing something. He plays King Do. I was trying to bait him into doing something else, but then I decided against it. Now, I needed to. I don't think I could have won this turn. I don't know. So I'm new to playing Law, guys. Like I'm more new. I know how other people played it in OPO 1. But playing like Law in OPO 2 is a lot different. Even though you're using the same cards, you have to play this matchup very differently than you would play most cards. So I donned 3 for Zoro, which in my opinion was probably a mistake here. I should have just put 3 Dawn. I should have just distributed my attacks between my 3 characters, or my 4 attackers, both my Laws, my Zoro, and my leader. That's what I should have done. In retrospect, I swing 7 at his life. If you guys don't know what Zoro does, he gains 1,000 permanently if he has Dawn on him. I swing 7 at life. And then what else do I do here? I swing 7 at life as well with Zoro. And then he goes Otama. Either way, I mean, he had a ton of cards in his hand, so I don't think I was going to kill him this turn anyway. So then I go ahead and swing 7. I swing 6 at life. And because I think I had a Radical Beam in hand and I wanted to save the Radical Beam. So I swing 6 at life. What does he do here? He doesn't have a whole lot of cards left. I think he has 4 or 5, which for Whitebeard is good. Then he discards Jozu. And then I shambles, use Law's effect to shambles. Do I? Yeah, I shamble. Oh, no, I don't shambles. I pick up Chopper. Do I have double Radical Beam? I don't remember what I had. I put Otama to the I send him to the Shadow Realm, and then I play Chopper. So I have 3 blockers. I got probably like 7 cards in my hand, but they're all bluffs. They're all trash cards. They're like double Zoro. It's like Jet Pistol, Radical Beam. It was not good. So maybe I should have tried to swing again. Maybe I should have just put 1 Dawn on each Law and try to get through, but I don't think I was going to get through anyway, and I felt like I can bait him into attacking my characters, and maybe I'll have 1 more swing at it, which is actually what he ends up doing. So It ended up working, but it wasn't. Man, it was tough, man. It was really tough. This was the hard fought game. Pretty much all my Whitebeard matchups were like tooth and nail. It's Law is a tough deck to play because you want to swing at 5s, but now you can't because you have to swing at 7s. You have to swing at 6s now. So you're going to be using your Brooks, your 2K counter Brook, a lot more offensively than you used to, because that extra Dawn, the Dawn manipulation is huge and critical in this matchup. Like, I find myself just playing Brook to like swing 7 at with my leader and just either take like getting their life, getting an extra life from them, or making them use cards from their hand. Because if you go the whole game without swinging for life, they're going to have 20 cards in their hand. Like, they're going to have a ridiculous amount of cards in their hand. So you just can't do that. You need to pressure him. So he did what I thought he would do. He swung at my Zoro. I don't have any, like, I can't risk saving this Zoro though, because he still has so much extra Dawn up and so many extra swings that I just can't let him do that. I can't just like block or do anything with Chopper because I still have to save my life. I have no life left. He swings what is it called? 6, I believe, at Zoro, and I have to counter. I have to let him die as well. He swings with Whitebeard, and then I go ahead and play Radical Beam. And I could have countered out with Chopper here, but I didn't want him to put all of his Dawn on Ace or King Do and just kill me. So I play Radical Beam. He swings 8 at Ace. Or with Ace, I block. He swings 8 with King Do. I use Law to block, and I'm in a terrible position here, guys. And then he goes ahead and puts 1. He puts he gets rid of Squad for a Tony Chopper. And I think the writing's on the wall here, guys. I don't think I'm winning this game. I look at my hand right now, and I have, like, double jet pistol. Like, I have a ton of stuff that I can't really use right now. I'm debating what is the best move. I'm like, okay, I have double rush Zoro? Do I just put 1 on each and swing 6, 6, 6, 6, you know, or like 6, 6, 6, 10 or something like that? I don't remember. There's no right play here. I have 2 swings on the field, and he has 2 blockers, so that kind of counters out of it. So I need to use the rest of my Dawn to find out how I can actually take his life. That's the whole goal of it, right? Now, what I could have done possibly, no, the thing is, like, I could have just played Zoro and put a bunch of Dawn on him, Law, and my leader. But either way, he's gonna block the card. He was gonna block the amount that he couldn't take. And I wouldn't be able to do a whole lot. Anyway, so I swing 6 at his life. I try to get him to like waste cards. He goes guard point. So that puts him at 9. And then I go ahead and play I play my Rush Zoro. I put a Dawn on him, and then I go 6 at life. And what does he do? I'm pretty sure he has a Radical Beam, boys. He's got another guard point. And then I go, okay, let me go 6 at life again. Let's run that back one more time. I go 6 at life. All right, I play Zoro. I go 6 at life. Can I get through? He blocks a Chopper. I swing 6 at life. He blocks with Tony Chopper. There's the handshake, the GG. He has a Squad left in his hand, guys. So maybe, I don't think I could have gotten out of it anyway. So like I showed the double jet pistol I had. I just had a terrible hand. I just couldn't recover from it. But I was close though. It was very close. We both made maybe 1 or 2 mistakes that prolonged the game a little bit. But overall, a fun game, good game. Shout out to my homie Alessandro for letting me record this and had a blast playing with him. And guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.